Greetings to Northern Ireland from Seattle, Washington. Sorry I can't be there in person, but happy to be invited again to be part of your celebration day. Thank you for all of you who have committed to supporting families and teachers. Why is this commitment to parenting so essential? Let me start with this statement. In the early years, children's brain and neuron connections are still under construction. The architecture of the brain is being stimulated and sculpted by the quality of their interactions and experiences with parents and caregivers. A common theme that is referred to in all the programs is addressing the child's developmental brain readiness for learning language, social, and emotional regulation. Because of what we have learned about brain development, we know how important responsive and nurturing parenting and teaching is for children. In Northern Ireland, you have addressed this in homes and schools. We are now looking at the Incredible Years building blocks. You can see that Northern Ireland has selected 8 of the 14 Incredible Years building blocks for promoting children's language, social and emotional, and academic development. It is so great to see this cross-setting implementation from home to school. I believe that when children get consistent messages and approaches at school and home, the learning is more sustained and parents and teachers become partners in this supportive effort. Let's look now at the number of group leaders that have been trained. The Preschool Basic 1.0 parent program for children ages 3 to 6 years has been offered the most. After that, the Parent Baby program and then the Classroom Dinosaur program have the greatest numbers of group leaders trained. I believe this focus on supporting parents when their children are young is the most important place to start, given all that we know about brain development now. Over 1,600 group leaders have been trained in Incredible Years programs in Northern Ireland. 46 leaders have been accredited. Of these, 3 are accredited peer coaches, with another 8 on the way. Having more coaches would increase your accreditation rates, which in turn has been shown to be related to fidelity of program delivery. It would be a great goal to increase the number of group leaders accredited. Finally, you have one amazing, yes, even incredible mentor who has delivered a total of 63 group leader training workshops. This is Maria MacLeese. She is a mentor in the Basic Parent Program and is an incredible group leader in the Autism Parent Program. Currently, she is a doctoral candidate doing research with the Autism Parent Program. She is truly awesome in all that she has accomplished in terms of training and supporting other group leaders. Thank you so much, Maria. During this period of time, over the last 17 years, we've also had some Seattle trainers come to Northern Ireland. Some of you might remember Peter Loft, Kimberly Shoecraft, Julie Anderson, or myself from Seattle, plus Sue Evans from Wales. For those of you new to Incredible Years, let me back up a bit just to give you some of the background research. The Incredible Years parent programs are one of the most studied and proven programs for young children in multiple countries and cultures. Research has been robust over time. Consistent effects have been found in improving positive, nurturing parenting and reducing harsh discipline and disruptive child behaviors, as well as increasing their social and emotional competence and school readiness. At the University of Washington, over the past 30 years, we have done 9 randomized control treatment trials and 4 randomized control prevention trials. More than 14 randomized controlled trials have also been done by independent investigators in over 8 countries. I am currently involved in supporting studies evaluating our newer parent programs, with several organizations in the United States, United Kingdom, Spain, and New Zealand. You will also note that we have two 10-year follow-up studies, one in the US and one in the UK. Publications can be found on our website. In our Incredible Years programs, we discuss tools that help parents and teachers develop their children's well-being. For example, the importance of emotional and social coaching, child-directed play, pretend play, having fun, and self-regulation. For emotional self-regulation, we discuss strategies for how to respond when children dysregulate. It is important for parents to assess where the child is on the arc of emotional regulation in terms of what strategies would be most effective. I am excited to tell you that I have been updating and refreshing the parent video clips with new and culturally diverse families, family structures, and current issues. Well, this is not the first time we have added additional videos and updates. I have added new vignettes in 1990 and 2000. Updating and revising manuals and handouts is an ongoing process. Incredible Years Basic 1.0 program is highly effective. In the 2.0 version, we have incorporated feedback from parents and group leaders to refresh the programs. 12 families have been filmed now. There are over 300 instructional video vignettes. The content topics are brought together using the parenting pyramid. Plus, I have kept some vignettes, that is, those vignettes most parents have loved and mentors have used consistently. Additionally, I have added parent reflections where they share their experiences. I am sure that you will enjoy getting to know these incredible families just as much as I have. Let's watch here so you can see some of the new families that are included in the 2.0 version of the parenting program.
Amaranta, me dices, y puede tu hermana o puedo yo tomar un turno. Okay?
When I went to the first session of Incredible Years, I was shy. Over the time, I slowly opened up and had a few laughs, and I met some really cool people. For me, I learned that there's no right or wrong way of being a parent. Also learning more tools that can help with my kids' futures. Good girl.
Where does this go?
I think it goes in that one.
Julia, mírame. Era lo que yo quería lograr, saber cómo podría conectar con mi hijo para que él fuera un poco menos enojón y más accesible. La clase fue como una flecha que me lanzaron en mi cabeza. Oye, ¿necesitas hacer esto?
It was just nice to put the language to what we were doing. Like when you're setting limits or being trying to be more positive versus negative, giving them choices, and also just having a little bit more the perspective from my kid too, from the children. And I really appreciated that.
Why you make this?
So having this parent group is very helpful, and then especially the parents are coming from very similar backgrounds, going through the same struggles and same like challenges that you're having. I found that's helpful.
Okay.
After doing the Incredible Years program,
Like
really
that?
engaging in like child-led play, letting them pick what you're doing, and then narrating what they're doing to sort of signal that I'm watching you, I'm learning from you, and then they're learning from me, was really influential in how I engage in play and how I parent.
What kind of things do you like to do? Maybe sleep.
There's so many powerful parts of Incredible Years, but a lot of it is the way that Incredible Years invites you to think it through on your own, not just telling you do this, but letting you think about the important questions and what you want your kids to learn, thinking about how do kids learn things, and then incorporating that into the way that you parent.
You brought a great friend.
Incredible Years has really shaped the way that I try to reflect and model and shape behaviors rather than teach behaviors.
Lena!
sharing.
With Incredible Years, it's more affirming in that it adds to the value and that it helps us to get really specific how we communicate things like feelings and social skills.
How cool you down yourself for those when you feel angry?
Teaching the self-control, it's not part of our culture and have not done a lot of that. Learning it is important.
So when I am mad, I usually just let go of my frustration and my madness.
Parenting is a big issue. That builds a family. A family builds a community will build a country will build a world. That it starts from the parenting.
I hope you enjoyed seeing those families, and you'll get to know them more as you proceed with the program. Thank you, all of you, for your hard work with supporting families. I hope you enjoy this day of celebration today. Best wishes.